Welcome back, my beautiful friends. Today I am doing in case you're wondering why my hair is a mess, I didn't bother doing it because I'm going to be putting some oils in it momentarily. I am going to be doing my change of what I've done to my hair to make new hair start growing in like crazy. I am like having all this new like crazy hair growth coming in, like I just can't even explain it. And my hair has, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's like thickened up, probably a third more thicker than it was before. So what have I been doing different? Well, the first thing I did was I changed my shampoo and conditioner to, I'm trying to find out, here it is. My daughter likes to use my stuff and try to hide it so I can't tell what she's doing. Anyway, so I've been using the Garnier, am I saying that right? Garnier Fructis, I can't talk, Fructis, Triple Nutrition Fortifying Shampoo. Looks like this. And here is some back information for you. I'm going to pause it and look. And this is the conditioner. And this is the back information if you want to pause and look. I guess that's probably okay. So, besides doing those and using the Triple Nutrition oil, which I've been using for a while, I use this on my skin too. I love this stuff. I come out of the shower. I also like the Sea Booth honey and almond one, which I love that one. It's a little more pricey. It's on sale right now at drugstore.com, so I'm going to stock up on it. It's only a 4-ounce bottle where this is 5 though. Anyway, but it's awesome. It smells great. Both of these are, I think these smell good. Give me a second, I'm going to tell you. Yeah, this one smells really good too. And it's like awesome for when you get out of the shower. You can use it on dry or wet hair. As you can see, my hair needs to be. This is like third day here, so yeah, I can take a shower. And it's like, right now, it's probably 4 o'clock, maybe almost 5 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. So I was like, I'm going to just get this video done. So anyway, what I have been doing besides that has been, I noticed some changes in my scalp when fall started hitting, so I gotta grab one behind me here. I should have come over here. I'm not used to filming in the bathroom, so excuse me if this is weird. So anyway, I've been making a kind of like concoction with oils, and I've been starting with my ever faithful coconut oil. Then I will mix in, because I'm seeing dry scalp and a little bit of dandruff, I've been mixing in, well, let's start with the normal oils that I'm mixing in for just conditioning reasons. Avocado oil is very good for your hair. It causes it to be shiny, stronger, healthier. And I've been adding some of this in. So I start off with probably about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. I add about let's be honest, what do I use it for? About 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons of the avocado oil. Then I add 1 teaspoon of the almond oil, the sweet almond oil. And then, which may seem crazy, but I add about 2 tablespoons of the castor oil, which I also rub on my eyelashes with coconut oil. And then I take, probably, depending on how bad my hair is feeling, I'll probably take about 2 teaspoons of tea tree oil, which you'll probably notice was the only one that has a safety cap on it, because this is toxic. So make sure that if you have this in your home, you have it away from where your kids can get to it, and you don't get it in your mouth. If you can rinse your mouth out with it, you can like do 2 parts water, 1 part this, and rinse your mouth out, but then spit it out and rinse your mouth out with water. And it can kill like canker sores and gum problems and stuff like that. So, I mean, it does have purposes like that. It's also good if you put like 1 part this, 4 parts water in a spritzer bottle to like use as a toner to kill bacteria on your face if you're having problems with acne. This has a ton of uses, but one of them is to fight dandruff or dry scalp. So I add that in, and then I mix it all together, and it comes out to, is this the right one? Sorry about that. It comes out to, now you've seen me in my PJs, how embarrassing. This, it's like a kind of creamy, weird concoction, like, and then I just take this and I first start off around like my scalp, and I rub it in really good into the scalp region, and I just keep going underneath the hair where, you know, where it's hitting my scalp. And it smells really funky because the tea tree oil is really, really strong. So you just keep rubbing this, and make sure you're using the pads of your fingers when you're doing this, not your fingernails, because we don't want to scratch our scalp, and like especially with the tea tree oil, it could be very uncomfortable. Now sometimes I'll, if I'm not having problems with an itchy, dry scalp, I will, instead of using tea tree oil, I'll use like lavender oil or something else just that's homeopathic and smells good, and also, you know, makes your hair softer. But you get it in there and you scrub it in all over your scalp, especially the area you've noticed that you're like the most itchy, and you just keep rubbing it in, and you'll kind of notice it just kind of gets like oily in there. It soaks it in really fast. You wouldn't think it would, because it just seems odd, but you know, you would be like, oh, that's strange. But you know, it does. It soaks it in really, really well. And so if I find all my dry areas, which I tend to be dry right around here, and then on the top of my head the worst, I mean just like really bad. So I'll kind of rub, and as you're doing that, if you have any like dry skin, and I'm sure this is a sexy hairdo I'm getting here, huh? If you have any dry skin flakes and stuff, you'll start to feel them loosen up as you're massaging your scalp. And you can maybe, I mean, I don't know if you guys can hear, I'll try to get closer. You can hear I'm not being a little wuss about this. I'm really rubbing it into my scalp. I'm not, you know, not being like, oh, my poor delicate little head. No, I'm like rubbing this stuff into my scalp. I'm like, you know, like crazy scalp rubbing woman. So once you've got that, I feel like I'm missing spots, but usually it takes this pretty much like half of this container full, sometimes more depending on how thick I want it, and kind of gotta get the coconut oil to remelt. If you let it sit for too long, it will kind of coagulate and turn it back into chunks, where the other ones stay more oily, they just stay more liquid. So once you've got that, and you feel like you've got your scalp really, really rubbed really well, you're going to want to, now I personally, since I don't, now be careful, if you're sensitive to any of these ingredients, if you don't know if you're sensitive to any of these ingredients, please do a patch test before you start rubbing it into your scalp and then going to bed for the night, okay? So if you feel like you might have any kind of sensitivity to, I don't know, tea tree oil, or, you know, say you can't eat if you can't eat avocados or almonds, don't put it on your head, okay? If you have an allergy to almonds, don't come rubbing it, you know, be like, oh, well, I'll just rub that on. No, don't, please. If you have an allergy to any of these things, don't use them. Contact me and I'll give you a swab for them, okay? Because I do not want anybody dying or having a bad reaction and ending up in the hospital because they, you know, were following my advice. So once you feel like you've completely kind of really rubbed your scalp really good, and you've gotten all that, you know, good stuff in there, and you can feel your scalp's pretty, it's going to soak into your scalp, so it's not going to feel like your scalp's oily, but the hair right above your scalp is going to feel a little oily, like that, like, ooh, I need to wash my hair feeling. Now, in my case, I'm just going to put my hair in a braid, and then I'm going to go, and I'm going to go to bed. I'm just going to let it sit on my scalp overnight and, you know, just do what it has to do. Now I won't put the tea tree oil one on the rest of my hair. I take a, give me a minute again, on my pajamas. I take just a regular one. This one has all the other ingredients in it pretty much. You know, the almond oil. I put a little extra almond oil in this instead of like, you know, and then I'll take this and put this through the bottom half of my hair. And this is just pretty much the same mixture I gave you with the other one. 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, but this time I'll use 2 teaspoons of almond oil, 2 teaspoons of avocado oil, I'm getting hair stuck to my fingers, and then 1 or 2 teaspoons of castor oil. Now the castor oil is known for causing your hair to grow. So obviously it doesn't need to be added to the bottom parts of your hair, but it also has some soothing effects on your hair. So if you don't want to add that one to the bottom of your hair, you don't want to waste it, you don't have to. You can just use that one for the one you're going to massage into your scalp. So you can see it's very oily now. So if you don't want to, I don't know, can you see any of the dry skin? See, you can see the dry skin I pulled up off my scalp by rubbing it. So if you don't want to waste your product, that makes perfect sense. So don't, you know, just don't add it to the bottom, because this stuff isn't cheap, especially the tea tree oil. So I don't put that on the bottom half of my hair because there is no purpose for it to be on the bottom half of my hair unless I'm trying to disinfect my hair for some reason, or I'm concerned with my hair touching my face when I'm sleeping. But I'm really not, because I'll probably, if I feel like it's going to touch my face, you know, I'll put one of those like bags on my head, you know, or even just a shower cap. So I make sure that I get some on the very, it's fine, the very ends, on the very ends of my hair, so that part's really conditioned. So you get it like that, and then you're gonna want to let it sit for a little bit, and then take like some kind of thick comb, or you know, like if you're willing to get a detangling brush full of this stuff, or just you want to buy one that's just for doing this, then you can go ahead and do that. So then, after, like I said, I will take this, and I mean, you can see even in the back here, I've got like new growth. I don't need a smaller forehead, and so that's a little frustrating for me that it's growing hair, but that's part of where my hair gets the itchiest, so I started doing that without realizing I was going to be having, I should have brushed my hair out better before this. But anyway, so, as you can see now I'm really a mess. This is what I look like if I didn't wash my hair. But yeah, so now that you've got it all through, like from here down, not the one with the tea tree oil, and the one with the tea tree oil is all like rubbed into your scalp, and get it behind your ears, because like you won't realize until you get back there rubbing how much dryness there is back there. So that's a great place to get it too. So once you've got all that in your hair, you have options. Now if you do this in the morning, you can just leave it in your hair for the day, take a shower before you go to bed, and you're good to go. You know, I don't know if you, I let my hair air dry, so I don't do that. So I do it before I go to bed. I braid, then I'll take and I'll braid my hair really, really tight, like almost painfully tight. And it's a sexy hairdo, I know. But so I'll braid it. I'm not gonna braid it all the way right now because I'm gonna go comb it out first. I've got a hair stuck to my ring. But anyway, so once I've done that, I will braid it, and just like, if I feel like it's too greasy, I'll put, the little hair is sticking to me. I will feel like it's, if I feel like it's too greasy, then I will, like I said, I would put like a shower cap or one of those plastic bags on my hair. Or even just, you can use like a jewel bag and just tie a knot, you know, like my husband likes to call me mammy when I do that. So like whatever, you know, whatever you want to do to keep it from getting on your pillowcase or from getting all over your face when you're sleeping. I don't move around too much in my sleep, so I don't worry about it a lot. And I usually like braid my hair like this and then just pull it forward. So the only part that's really touching my pillow is back here, and then I don't, like I said, I don't turn back and forth too much, so it's not a big deal to me. But if you do need to keep it from getting on your face and bothering your skin, then please do something to stop that. And like I said, before you use any of these, do a test on your skin, a 24-hour test. You know, and like do it like in your elbow region here, your most sensitive areas, like, you know, like your elbow, somewhere where you're very sensitive skin-wise, and that's one of them. And, you know, just put like, you know, like tea tree oil, and like mark it. Don't be foolish, like, you know, like, or just do one per day or whatever you have to do to make sure you're not going to have a bad reaction to any of the oils you're using, because that is the last thing I want, is to cause anybody to have a problem or to end up having like an allergy attack or anything bad like that. So after you've done this, when you've got all your hair pretty much oily and ready to go to bed, wash your hair in the morning. Or like I said, you know, get up in the morning, put this in your hair, go do your housework, do your daily stuff. And if you're not working or anything, I'm sorry if I'm not looking at you, I'm still doing that, look at myself. And you know, if you're not doing anything like really important with the day, just, you know, you can put it in the morning, and then you can just go and spend your whole day with this in your hair. Rinse it out before you go to bed, wash it out. You're gonna put, you know, you're gonna wash it out like, you know, you would wash out any oil in your hair. You're gonna use your shampoo, and I use a more clarifying or a baby shampoo to get this out. I don't use my most moisturizing one, but I do condition afterwards. So after I have, my hands are so soft now. After I have, you know, washed my head really good and like rubbed, like when you're doing it, really rub in your scalp again and get rid of all that loose skin and the dirt and just everything. And you're going to be so surprised how good your scalp feels afterwards. You're going to be just like, ah, it's a really wonderful feeling. So after you've gotten this, you know, all, you know, where you want it to be, and I'm going to put in a bun in the back here. You know, then you can just go ahead and, you know, wash it with your regular shampoo if it's not a super moisturizing one. Like the one I showed you will not work, but you could use, I'll try to find this without, you could use like a dandruff shampoo that will help get rid of the oil, or like, which I think is another kind of dandruff shampoo. Is this it's a conditioner one? Hold on. Or a shampoo like this, which is also kind of a, it's conditioning, but it's kind of a scalp cleansing shampoo, so it'll get rid of those oils for you. So there you go, guys. That is my little trick to getting my hair to thicken up, and how all of a sudden I started having all this weird little growth happening everywhere. I just changed up my, I gotta put these away. I just changed up all my oils that I was using. I was just using straight up coconut oil, and I was like, I need to fix this because my scalp's gotten much drier with the whole thing, you know, fall happening and everything. And this is known to, oh, there we go, is known to help with hair growth. A lot of people will use this on their eyebrows and their eyelashes before they go to bed. So if you want to try that, it is also, you know, a great thing to do if you want your eyelashes and eyebrows to grow. But you can just mix it with a little coconut oil, which is also good for that hair growth. And you've got yourself a very potent, not only does it remove your makeup, but it also helps hair growth, which I don't know if you've noticed my eyebrows were also getting thicker, because I kind of was losing the hair right over here and really bad here. So I was like, better do something, and I've been doing this with the coconut oil, and it's been helping a lot. I'm getting some weird stray hairs, but hey, that's why God invented tweezers, right? So anyway, guys, do be careful with this one though, because as you can see, it is a laxative, so don't let your kids get it or your animals get it, because it is not safety sealed usually. And if they were to drink this, even though it's disgusting tasting, if they were to drink it, I don't know why they would, but if they did, it could cause severe diarrhea that could actually become fatal because of liquid loss. So always watch your oils, your herbs, and all that stuff. So there you go, guys. That is my magic secret to how I got my hair to thicken up and how I'm getting it to thicken up, and it's all bunged up, so I'm not going to take it out, but thicken up, and then it's also starting to get a little bit longer. But I'm getting so much just like hair. I had none of this before, and now I've got all this little hair growth. I actually had to cut it. I trimmed this because it was getting just ridiculous. It looked like it was getting side rooms. And just all this new hair growth just coming along here from doing this. And I've been doing it for a couple months now. So since fall started, like probably around September, probably even end of August, I noticed it was cooling down around here and I was having some dryness issues. So yeah, I've been doing it for a while, and like I said, a couple months, and I've really noticed a difference. I hope that you guys like this. I hope that it works for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me via message or to leave a comment below. I'm not so great with the new comment system, but I'm working on it. So I will try to contact you wherever I can. I'm trying to figure out how to do circles and all that jazz. So I will hopefully figure it out, and I will try to get back to you as fast as I can with any of your questions or anything. And if there's any other kind of videos that you'd like to see, please let me know, and I will try to get to them as soon as I can. I've been having some Wi-Fi issues and some other issues that have made it hard for me to do videos lately, but I'm trying to. That's why I'm up at I think it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning doing videos now, because, well, that other issue's sleeping. So alright guys, I'm going to let you go because I don't want this to get too long, but I hope that this helped, and I'm going to go get I'm actually going to put a bag on because I have a pillowcase I don't want to ruin. And it does actually help if you do that, because the heat actually helps it to absorb more, so it does help if you do that. If you put a plastic bag or a shower cap or something like that over it while you sleep. It's weird and it's uncomfortable and you've got to get used to doing it, but it does help you to definitely, the heat absorbs it better. So there you go. There's my little secret to getting your hair thicker and healthier and growing. And if I come up with anything new, you guys will be the first ones to know. I still have the review mini tutorial coming up on that new Conair hair curling thing. And since I'll be washing my hair obviously tomorrow morning, once it's dried, I will probably do that tomorrow. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you're doing wonderfully. I hope you have a great morning, evening, whatever time of the day it is by you. And take care of yourselves and each other. And know that I care about you so very much and that you mean the world to me. And I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.